Assalamu alaikum all. Today I'm going to be talking about why a bullet journal is great for language learning, and this is my bullet journal here. This is my latest one, and as you can see I've got quite a lot because I've been doing it for quite a few years, and I'm going to explain what a bullet journal is and why it's great for learning language and just in general just to use it for your everyday life. This is one of the systems that I've just sort of stuck to for many years, even though I've tried loads of others. Welcome. On this channel, I share my journey in learning languages as a Muslim. So what is a bullet journal? Now, a bullet journal is basically a system created by Carol Ryder, and he's actually got a book about it, and I'll make sure I'll add the link in the description. But what I really love about it is it's all kind of analog, so it's just kind of writing, which I thought, okay, why do you want to do that nowadays? Everything's digital, but there's so much power in that. And what you may be able to see is like, this is my habit tracker page. The page is just full of lots of dots. So you can then kind of draw lines and grids and things like that. So I've got my journal entries here. I've got like a calendar that I've done. So it's really flexible. And the way it works is just fantastic. And I've tried lots of other apps, but this is the one that I've really kind of helped me kind of sort of stay organized. And I absolutely love my bullet journal. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of here, kind of use it every day. And what I do is I just generally write down a few bullet points of what I'm planning to do for that day. But there's a lot more to it than just that. One is that there is so much power in just writing things down. It is just amazing. Just by writing it down, it just kind of, I don't know, has some sort of connection into your brain. And even if you don't believe me, just try it. It is just fantastic. And it's totally different from doing it digitally and, you know, typing stuff up. You don't get that same kind of presence that you do get when you write it manually. And another really powerful thing is just once you've written it down and you cross it out as well, and you've actually done something, that gives you a really great boost as well. And so how do I actually use my bullet journal for language learning and just in general? So the first thing I do is I probably kind of journal every day. So I just kind of like whatever's kind of going on in my mind, I just sort of write it down, and you find lots of prompts and things like that online. I just think about, okay, what am I planning to do for the day? And just kind of like just have a little kind of bit of therapy to myself, just kind of talking. And journaling is getting like really, really big, and I actually kind of seeing why. And you get a lot of business people, a lot of sort of language learners, a lot of people like kind of talk about journaling. And yeah, just kind of like just think about, you know, how things have gone previously and how I plan for them to go going forward. And because I use it to journal, I kind of get things out of my head and I kind of spot areas for improvement and things like that. And also another way I use the bullet journal is just to write my language learning goals. So, you know, I try not to have sort of outcome-based goals, but more kind of input-based goals. So it's all about trying to practice French every day, practicing sort of Arabic every day, and just kind of the things that I want to do. I've got other sort of goals as well in my life, such as, you know, with this YouTube channel, I just want to keep building that every day. And also a really good thing is that by writing any sort of fears that I have, so I have, you know, maybe I've got have some stress and fears about language learning, doesn't make them sound so bad, you know, kind of gets it out of my head, and, you know, it just kind of puts it into perspective. And yeah, sometimes it's really important, especially when you start to learn the language. Usually at the start you have a lot of energy, and then, you know, things as you get more and more kind of complicated kind of subjects, then, you know, it's quite easy for your energy to kind of go down. So it's important to kind of journal and think about things and how you can make things easier, more fun and stuff like that. And the journal, especially the bullet journal, works fantastic for that. I really love this quote from Carol Ryder: "Planning your future without processing your past will make your future look like your past," which is so true. Like, I mean, I was trying to learn a language just doing the same things over and over again, but I had to kind of change things up. And having a journal just gives you that perspective, gives you that kind of moment to just kind of pause and just kind of see how you're doing things. And a really good way it does that, it has something known as the weekly, monthly, yearly sort of review. And this isn't like, you know, all strict, purely down to you how you want to do it, but like every week I kind of review how the week has gone by, kind of see what's been good, what hasn't been good, what I can improve and things like that. And, you know, it's really short. I only just spend a few minutes on it. Then every month I'll do the same. I kind of look at my weekly reviews and see how that's kind of gone and what can I learn and things like that. Then at the end of the year, I'll look at all my monthly reviews and then kind of have this kind of, you know, build up the sort of lessons and things that I've learned. And yeah, this is something that I would never do before. I always kind of heard about doing this weekly review and stuff like that. Was now I'm a massive like advocate for that. And I think previously, because I didn't do it, was just because I thought it would take too long and stuff like that. But honestly, just a few minutes a week, a month makes a massive difference. Another great thing is that you could go back and look at your old entries as well, because you kind of, you know, see the progress that I've made. So that's really good to do. And, you know, I've tried lots of apps, and the problem with apps is that you need to sort of use them in a particular way. And sometimes like it's just not flexible enough, or like you have to learn a whole bunch of stuff. With the bullet journal, you kind of do it as flexibly as you want. You know, the bullet journal is kind of really flexible. It's just paper. You could use straw, you can write bullet points, you could draw grids and things like that. One thing that I want to talk about is like a habit tracker. So yeah, in my bullet journal, you can see here I've got a habit tracker where I've got crosses and ticks when I've done stuff, and that's really helpful. And you could design this however you want. And I kind of use the atomic habits method of having like an implementation intention. So, you know, before I sit on my desk, I will grab a glass of water. So you kind of have these kind of things and I kind of track it. And works really well. It's also spoken about Ali Abdaal in his book, Feel Good Productivity. And it's great just to see progress as well. So, you know, with the habit tracker, with the reviews and everything like that. And, you know, this is something I thought, okay, you know, I'm not going to really do. I just need to just jump into language learning and just do. But honestly, it makes such a big difference. And I wish I'd done this before and wish I'd taken it, you know, more seriously. There's loads of bullet journals available to buy online. I'll have some links below in the description. But yeah, the most important thing is just to get started. And yeah, just want to say thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please check out my other video, which explains why you should learn a new language as a Muslim.